Hi everyone, it's Donna, your homegrown gourmet, part of the Gourmet or Good Enough team with my sister Diane. Yesterday I made a Mexican-inspired casserole and I had a little bit of corn left over. So I thought, I think I would like to do some cornbread. I have these nice little mini loaf pans and we're going to go ahead and make just a classic corn muffin mix, and I'm going to go ahead and add some of that leftover corn that I have. So let's get started. Okay. In a large bowl I have 1 cup of all-purpose flour. I'm adding 1 cup of cornmeal. I'm adding 3 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, and then I have 1/3 cup of sugar. We're going to whisk this all together, and then we're going to set that aside and work on our wet and 2 eggs that are room temp. Break those up. Whisk that together. I have about 3/4 cup of whole milk. You could use half and half. You could use skim milk if you want to. And 1/4 cup of melted butter that has been cooled. You don't want it hot because then it'll cook the eggs, and we don't want to do that. Okay, that's mixed nicely. Now all we're going to do is incorporate this into our dry ingredients and just mix it till it's all combined. You don't want to overmix. You just want the ingredients to be wet with no visible signs of flour. I have my oven preheating to 400. And then lastly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add about 2.5 cups or so of my leftover corn. Mix that all together. And our batter is done. And we're going to go ahead and fill this about 3/4 of the way full. And if you've ever seen any of my videos, you know I like to get every last drop. Okay, I'm going to put this in a 400-degree oven for about 20 minutes, and then I'll check it. It's going to be anywhere from 20 to 25 minutes. So while the cornbread is in the oven, I'm going to make some cinnamon honey butter. And I know that's going to be the gourmet touch to this dish. I have in my bowl 1 stick or 1/2 cup of softened butter. I'm going to add 1/2 cup of powdered sugar. We're going to beat this low until it's nice and creamy. Okay, now we're going to add 1/2 cup of honey. And your butter is only going to be as good as your ingredients. So get the best quality sweet creamy butter you can find with salt, because the salt's important. And I have a nice local honey that I purchased at the fair this year. I do it every year and I really look forward to this. So I think it's an excellent honey, and it's really gonna enhance the flavor of this butter. Okay, just a few more things until we're done. Some salt, because that's important. Even though I have salted butter, I still want to enhance the flavor. A tiny bit of vanilla, that's optional. 1/8 teaspoon. And I'm going to taste this before I finish to make sure I have enough of what I want. And I want to mix this again so it's real creamy, and then I'll add my cinnamon. I'm going to start with 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. I might add half more if I think it's necessary. Okay, let's give it a taste. That's pretty good. Although, I think I might want a little more cinnamon. Wow. This is going to be great on my cornbread. You probably have all these ingredients in your pantry right now. So you could be making this for your family. So let's go with a little bit more cinnamon. Half teaspoon. And let's try it again. So I just took my cornbread out of the oven and I baked it the full 25 minutes. It is springy to the touch. It's a little bit pulled away from the tins, and it's even dry when I pull my cake tester out, so I know it's going to be done perfectly. I'm going to go ahead and let that cool for just a couple minutes before I flip those out of there. And then I'm going to wrap them up really nice in plastic wrap and then foil. Once they're completely cooled, I can put them in my freezer, and then whenever I want a little something to go with breakfast or for a good soup in the fall, I just pop it back in the oven for about 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes at 350, and it'll be perfect. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give me a like on my YouTube channel, Gourmet or Good Enough. Ciao!